Spring 2025 is a season of which I would like to describe as a season full of underrated gems. Now, in saying that, I'd like to express some good news and some bad news. I have heard absolutely nobody talk about shows like Mono, Anne Shirley, Zatsutabi, or even Uma Musume's Cinderella Grey. In terms of the broader anime community, they're likely to stay way under the radar until a random clip gets posted from a popular Twitter account where everyone after will flock to it.
And the good news?
That was the good news.
Bad news is my swamped schedule of streaming on Twitch, Ubering to pay the bills, and writing and uploading other videos has absolutely prevented me from watching these probably absolutely underrated gems. I still have relatively watched a lot of shows this season, as I have watched a respectable 16 shows from the season. And we're going to be ranking them on this tier list from S tier all the way down to F tier. If you like more ranking videos like this, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel, as it can support me now and in the long term. With all that out of the way, let's get into the ranking of the Spring 2025 anime. Goloser Ranger second season. On a scale of horrified to amazed, this show has left me whelmed. The plot itself elevated, while some of the animation quality dipped as a result.
Come on, man.
Cool boss monsters with unique powers. Semi-expected plot twists. My expectations have simply been met. B tier. Witchwatch, aka the Shikonoko that could have been. First of all, let me just say real quick. The people who animated the OP cooked, and they cooked hard. This show is cute, wholesome, and actually has funny jokes that didn't just make me blow air out of my own nose. On top of that, it's very well animated, and its expanding cast of characters all have a charm to them that makes me want to keep watching. Our ogre friend here is so dense, he has a bigger density ratio than a tungsten cube. But he knows his priorities and puts them over everything else like the Giga Chad he is. I can't wait to see how the rest of the season plays out in the summer. B tier. From country bumpkin to master swordsman. I'm honestly gonna say this one is really underrated. There's been more and more anime lately with the protagonist aged in his 30s and up, and it's been surprising how many of them are actually pretty good. Not to mention, its CGI looks great and isn't jarring at all. It's simple and easy to follow, and it has great slice of life elements. Just an all-around fun time for anybody that's out of college or anyone looking for non-shonen shows. Now, I'm just waiting for the kids and tweens to be up in arms where I'm called a boomer till my dying day. I'm still in my 20s, dog. I only just started paying my taxes recently. A tier. The beginning after the end. This is where you go to see premiere action.
Oh my God! What the hell?
My disappointment is immeasurable.
I mean, look at this. This is art. Well, this is definitely some of the art of all time. Well, really, it's just a PowerPoint, which sucks because some way, somehow, the story itself actually still has me watching even through all the slideshows it offers. Such a shame. D tier. There is a hot take. I repeat, a hot take has entered the area. Please steer clear and take caution. I actually love the Shiunji family children, and I'm not afraid to say it. While it's not perfect, there's two things I especially love, and they're both the main character Arata and the Chad that he is, and the show's dialogue and interactions between the characters. You can sense that there's actual genuine chemistry between everybody, and it shows, even when the show's plot is about siblings developing feelings for each other, even if not blood related.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
The craziest part of it all is that if you told me that this story was written by the same author of Rent-A-Girlfriend, I wouldn't believe you. A tier. Sword of the Demon Hunter. That first episode? That was promising. The Oshinoko formula, if you will. The rest of the show? Not as much. Animation inconsistencies appear in several episodes, and while not enough to take me out of it, are very distracting. Not to mention, I think I've come to realize that outside of Evangelion and JoJo's, I'm just not a fan of the monster of the week trope. Its emotional beats are executed well, and its monster designs really are scary. I can tell that there's something there with the plot. And if there's to be a season 2, I hope it could hook me better than what this show has shown me so far. C tier. Kowloon generic romance. I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off here. Best show of the season, hands down. Especially because I went into the show blind and not understanding the synopsis at first. But now that I do, all I'm gonna say is prepare for me to glaze the shit out of this show. First of all, there's no high school characters. Yippee! How many shows can you think of that has nobody in high school? Next, love the setting. It's dystopian yet realistic. It's mysterious yet nostalgic. I could go on and on about it. Third, its art style reminds you of the golden era of anime in the 90s, and it just fits so well. Every episode of this mystery disguised as a romance just hooks you deeper and deeper until you find all the answers by the end of the show, and nothing is spoon-fed to you. Absolute S tier. Can a boy-girl friendship survive? This one is just fine. I can't say too much else since I just don't feel much from it. If there's one thing that I could take away from it, the blue hair girl, I don't even remember her name to be honest, has infinite more personality than every other character combined, even if she has one of the most annoying signature laughs I've heard in a very long time. C tier. Rock is a lady's modesty. Toxic Yuri! Toxic Yuri! Toxic Yuri!
Daddy, chill.
Toxic Yuri! Toxic Yuri! Toxic Yuri! Oh yeah, another girl band anime. Honestly, love basically everything about this show. Banger OP and ED, love the chemistry between the main leads, love the music, love the character design, love the plot, love the pacing. I could go on and on. And so to save some time, I'm gonna put it in the S tier where it belongs and call it a day. Lazarus. When I watched Solo Leveling, I fell into the jokes where Sung Jin Woo was peak horror farmer. Nothing could top him in that aspect. Nobody could dethrone the king. And then episode 1 of Lazarus happened. Anyways, rest of the show was pretty good. Another Shinichiro Watanabe W, although probably on the lower end, B tier. My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Ever since the mainline My Hero came out, I've been hearing a lot more people lately say that the MC, Koichi, has been a much better main character than Deku was, at least in the first few seasons, and I won't lie, that is certainly a take that I agree with. I'm biased towards this one, because for one reason or another, this is one, if not the first manga I've ever read, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I was just drawn towards everyone because they were all fun. Even the supposed to be forgettable side characters too. Studio Bones did this show absolute justice and knocked it way out of the park for a grand slam. If you want to read or watch what it's like when you actually fail to be a hero and its after effects, this is the show for you. A tier. Please put them on Taki Mina-san. How did people watch this shit? I dropped this shit after 2 episodes. I hated its plot. I hated Taki Mina herself. I guess I don't know if it's just me. I don't like blackmail. I don't like blackmail to coerce the main character in like I don't know, going along so that the plot can move forward by coercion or force. So you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Honestly, this is by far my worst show of the season. And people are saying that it's good. For some reason, I don't get it. I don't get it. This is absolute F tier. This is horse shit. This is garbage. Moving on. A Heron is Indecipherable Season 2. This ranking is going to be as short as a Heron-san herself by the time I'm done with it. New season, main characters in love and dating, new characters, wholesome and cute, OP is a skip, unfortunately, nothing that we haven't experienced before. C tier. Fire Force 3rd season. You know, I gotta be honest with you. I get it.
I get it.
I really get it now. After watching the first 2 seasons of Fire Force, I knew that the hype alone would convince me to keep watching it to the end, but I didn't think this season would be this good. The plot really has me hooked now, and Shinra himself just seems like a completely different person than when we first saw him in 2019? Jesus, I'm getting old, man. There's always talk about how this show would be better with less fan service. Well, in this case, they're right. But I still want my fan service nonetheless. Matter of fact, bring back that Fireman calendar from season 2. Fan service for everyone. Boys, girls, non-binary. Everybody take your fill. A tier. Gundam G-Quux. G-Quux? G-Quux? Whatever they put in that Gundam juice, give me some of that. It's the second back-to-back Gundam banger after Witch from Mercury, and I'm here for it. Teenage Angst? Check. Toxic Yuri? Check. Mention of Char Aznable? Check. Literally everything that makes an amazing Gundam series amazing? Check. I rest my case. S tier. Windbreaker Season 2. I'm not gonna lie, I was not hopeful about this one. Last season pace slowed to an absolute crawl, and I thought they'd never get out of that theater, and I almost dropped it as a whole. But I'm happy to report that I'm so glad I didn't, because this was so much better than I expected. The character growth displayed, especially with Tsubaki, Sakura, and Nire, has been absolutely stellar, and the fight scenes have in turn been amazing. This season has become absolute eye candy and peak entertainment, and thus belongs in the S tier. This season has been that good. Thank you for watching this video. If you like content like this, it would mean everything if you could hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another video. I'm happy to read all your guys' comments, and talking to you all is one of my favorite things to do. If you think I overrated or underrated a certain show, hop in the comment section and let me know. I have a Twitch channel that I stream multiple times a week, so if you want to stop by and say hi, or if you want to talk anime on there, go follow me on there. I also have other channels which will be down in the description, so go subscribe to all those channels as well. That's gonna be it from me, guys. Stay cool, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.